Paramapurusha is everywhere, omnipresent. There is no place that one does not abide. No time, no place that is apart from the infinite. Even the most darkest times, even the most wretched places, even in destruction, the Supreme abides. All happens within the mind of the infinite. There is Brahma, the creation, Vishnu, the preservation, and Shiva, the dissolution. All occurs within the infinite. That which you call you is part and parcel of the infinite cosmos, of Paramapurusha's manifestation in the relative world. You are, by your essential nature, one with that divinity, one with that sublime consciousness. There is no distance between you and your infinite progenitor. The distance is only a thought in the mind, a belief. You are always held in the arms of the infinite. Though your mind may wander here and there, though you may experience this and that, you are held in the arms of the infinite. And when you concentrate your mind and open your heart to that sublime divinity, the Sadguru comes to you. The Sadguru will be with you, and you find the divine presence is there in your life. You feel the grace of the infinite in your life. Sometimes that grace takes forms which are very pleasing to you, and you go, oh, the Lord is great. He has bestowed this and that blessing on me, and I am so fortunate. And in this way, you can offer your prayers and your devotion and your affirmation that God is with you because things have gone your way. You have gotten what you desire. But there are times when that same grace comes in forms that you may find uninspiring, comes in forms that are difficult. Old age, illness, death, loss of a loved one, loss of a career opportunity. All these things may be harsh, and you think, where is God now? Where is my Guru now? Where is Lord now? When all these difficulties are happening in my life and it is not going the way I thought it should. I have worked very hard to have success, and now something is happening in my life which is different. I don't have it on my agenda. It's not what I want. Then you think, where is the Lord? Why is he not with me? But he is with you. Only you are rejecting the form that his grace has come to you in. For you are the child of the great, and you are held in the arms of the great. The Divine One knows your innermost needs and wants to draw you near to him. His intention is that you come close, realize your union and your infinite nature in him, in her, in that one, beyond male and female. So that grace can come in many forms. You are attached to your own agenda and how you want it to look. You want what you call happiness. But the opposite of happiness is suffering, unhappiness. And you want it always to be happiness. And you think when God If there is a God, if there is one, then and you are close and you do your meditation, then that one will protect you and your life will be happy. And if you are not happy, something is wrong. But from the perspective of Parama Purusha, that one is Purushottama. It is the cosmic nucleus around which all beings are moving. And when you do your meditation and you long for union, for realization of your unitary nature with the infinite, that one listens to you because that is of the intention of the Supreme. That one, as the cosmic nucleus, is drawing all creation unto itself. And so you are being drawn closer and closer to the infinite one. And in that process, do you think it is all butterflies and happiness and happy days and sweetness? No, no. If you got everything you wanted, do you think you would realize the great? If you live forever in this body, do you think you would realize the great? Perhaps the universe has its own flow, its own course. And when you get out of attunement with it, you are course corrected back into the flow towards the cosmic nucleus. And if your sincere intention is to realize your unity with the One, then Paramapurusha will take you very seriously. And in that case, will do what is needed to bring you home to your source, to the love, the infinite love, which is your source. And so that grace may come in many forms. Sometimes you may like the forms. Sometimes they go along with your ideas of goodness and happiness and grace of the Supreme. And sometimes that grace comes in forms you may not like so much, that may give you temporary unhappiness or even cause your physical demise. And you go, what is this? Why do I have this problem? This illness, this difficulty, that difficulty. Why is this happening? I am so devoted to you. Why is this happening in my life? But you don't know the grace, how the grace of Lord comes. There is one story that Lord Krishna came to an old man who was so devoted to him, always calling, Lord, come to me. He was so devoted. He became a renunciate, renounced the world, gave up all worldly possessions, except he had one cow, which he got some milk, and he was very attached to his cow. It was a very affectionate relationship. And also it was his subsistence in the world. He get the milk from the cow, and the cow was his best friend. And so is calling to Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna finally comes, appears before him. He says, oh Lord, you are my everything. I'm so happy to see you. But is Lord his everything? Because he had a great friendship with his cow. He was very attached to the cow and attached to getting the milk. So what did Lord Krishna do? The man says, Lord, you are my everything. Lord Krishna sees his sincere intention that Lord is his everything. So he touched the cow. The cow falls dead there and then. And what happens? The old man goes, Lord, what have you done? Why do you take my one simple pleasure of life from me? And Lord says to him, it was your one attachment that was not intended to me. And so Lord took away this one bondage that this man held to. It was happy for him? No, it was painful. Yet out of that pain emerged the simplicity of his soul to let go of all worldly attachment and attach himself 100% to the Supreme. So the grace of Guru, the grace of Lord came to him in the form of killing his friend and source of nutrition, his cow. It caused him pain, but out of that pain emerged the singularity of his devotion. He didn't know how to make the next step in his path. He had no idea how. He had no idea how to realize his unity in his particular journey to the Supreme. So Lord gave him the grace, the great grace, to take away the barriers to his unity and to give him complete devotion and love. And so he settled his heart in Lord Krishna and gave away all attachments, so that when he said, Lord, I am completely yours, it was with utter sincerity. There was no duplicity in his mind. But the grace he received was fierce, was difficult, but that pain led to love sublime. When he realized his cow was only another manifestation of Lord Krishna, and that all that there was Lord Krishna. And Lord Krishna took away all forms except his deep form. And this man realized his oneness, his union with the Sublime. Love divine became his home. So you see, the path of grace is a path of surrender. Surrender of your beliefs, your ideas, even your concept of happiness. If you think the spiritual path is getting what you want when you want it, and if you are on God's side, God is on yours and will give you everything you want, you are mistaken. That is not the true spiritual path. The true spiritual path is not that God lends to your will, but that you lend your will to God. That the Satguru is the image, the form in which the Infinite One comes to you, guides you at every step, brings you home. And in that path, there is both happiness and pain. But the deeper you go into your surrender and your love, there is less suffering. For love divine is omniscient. All beings come from that infinite love. They abide within it knowingly or unknowingly and return from form into that infinite love. They are always held. You are always held in the heart, in the arms of the sublime. And whether life presents to you that which you enjoy, or whether life is harsh, the same grace is falling upon you. And that grace, when you truly seek it, will guide you according to that longing for the great, will guide you through thick and thin, will guide you through the troubles and trials and tribulations of your life, as well as the joys, and all the journey will be in the guidance of that one. For that one will nudge your journey according to the bond that you have, so that you are moving directly towards the cosmic nucleus, rather than diverging to dance around it for life upon life upon life. So whether your life presents you laurels and happiness and all the things you desire, or whether life presents you the school of hard knocks, know that your intention, your surrender, your intention to realize the great is the bond that holds you, that draws you to the infinite. And that all of this that happens is the grace of that one drawing you home, making you ready to give all. Like the man with the cow, you must let go. Let your surrender be complete. Let your love be constant. And whatever happens, hold to the feet of the infinite, for that is your true safe home, your true light in the darkness. Remember always, all and everything of this manifest world is part and parcel of the infinite, a relative reality in the mind of the cosmos, in the mind of the infinite one. All is ultimately made of that one. And as all forms will be drawn to the cosmic nucleus, and sooner or later will be drawn into that infinite grace and love. So know whether your life is coming up hearts or coming up spades, whether it is happy or difficult, the grace of the infinite is always with you, and love divine is your home. The deep peace of the infinite self. All right?